So welcome back, everybody. I'm Steve Brown, and in the last three videos, we discussed how to use Claude to design great prompts to go into our prompt our Answer AI. It's a beautiful way to answer the phone with artificial intelligence, catch the calls that you wouldn't get, but it'll represent you well. And so we went through all the process of setting that up in those three emails. And so now what we're doing is teeing up to start promoting this product via email marketing. One of the hard things about email marketing is getting your messaging. We want to write an email that gets opened, gets read, and gets responded to. And so today I received an email that makes like a great example of what's called a story-based email. And we'll review it here in a second. But I just wanted to let you know what we're going to learn today is how to take that email. Let's put it over in our custom GPT. Let's derive whatever insights. Let's get the model to start using that style of email to help us write great emails for our own campaigns, right? So what better way to study one that you really liked, you really appreciated, and then get the custom GPT to help you do more of that. All right, so here's the email I got today. And so I get these emails from Yassine, and he's at a company called MailScale, and they specialize in cold email support. And so I still get his emails. And I'm thinking, why do I keep his emails? Well, I like reading them because they're really good in developing a relationship, building trust. And cold email is so hard. But this is what's called a story-based email. It's using story to get your brain to stop thinking about everything else and go along in the story. And so let's study this. So today's got a dirty persuasion hack. Oh, what is that dirty persuasion hack? That's a great subject line to get you to open it up. So he tells a story. Yesterday, I learned a dirty persuasion hack, and I tried it on my mom, and I couldn't stop laughing when it worked. So then he goes, here it goes. I wanted to see if I could make her agree to an idea. The idea that it's cold and that we need proper jackets. I could have said, you need proper jackets in this weather, but she could have disagreed. No, it's honestly fine, too risky. So I got her to agree with me before making my statement. I asked, it's not that cold, right? As expected, she chose the easy response to the such question as true. Then I said, but you do need some proper jackets in this weather. And she said, oh, for sure. I was stunned. It was as if she ran some automatic response system. I knew exactly what she will respond after every sentence. Try it out someday. When you want to convince someone or sell anything, make them agree with you first. But please promise you'll use this hack for good. And Yassine. And then he puts his call to action as a PS. Puts a click and then makes a statement, and it has a little statistic here and reply. Okay, there's a lot going on in this, and it's an excellent email. So first of all, this is in Persuasion. There's a book by Robert Cialdini, and he's got two books. One is called Persuasion, and one is called Persuasion. But this works on the principle that's called the consistency principle. We all want to appear consistent with our statements. And so there's a little priming, or what Cialdini calls persuasion, going on here. And so if you can get them to agree, you need a proper jacket in the weather, then will agree. So he did a little persuasion, and it's not that cold, right? and expect as this is where the persuasion happened. Primed her. It's called priming. Then it said, but you do need some proper. And oh, for sure. Okay. So that's going on. That psychology is going on in this email. So, all right, how do we apply this to be applicable with our product? And how do I start creating emails that follow this? This is a really great email. It's really well done. So let's expand this window. All right. Let's copy this. Then let's go into our custom GPT. So a custom GPT is a customized version of a regular chat GPT. In chat GPT, you can go and create a custom GPT. And what does that mean? That means that I've uploaded a knowledge base about your mission, your vision, your goals, your customers, your personas, your brand, voice, all these things. You put all this knowledge in this box that the GPT is going to refer to. And then you give it an excellent prompt that helps it understand its role and what actions to take and how on this. And so I have one that's set up for my brand. So what we're going to do is we're going to be able to quickly refresh this email and get it to help me to write relevant emails for my persona, for my product in an excellent way. So first I'm going to ask it, yeah. So first of all, you can go, all right, so what kind of email is this? This is a style of an email. And this is how you can use a customized version for your brand of chat to be real effective and help you quickly dial in your messaging. So where are we going? We're going to set up our emails. We're going to write some emails for AnswerAI. And so first I want it to kind of tell me what's going on here. Persuasion tip, psychological hack, engaging story. Okay. So I want to write one for Answer AI. Show me a suggested draft. All right. All right, this is good. Hey there. Yesterday I discovered a sneaky productivity hack. A sneaky trick I learned to handle calls better. Yesterday I discovered a sneaky productivity trick and I tested it on my office phone. I couldn't believe it worked. Here's how it went down. Like many business owners, I get bombarded with spam calls all day. They interrupt my focus, make it hard to get real work done. Normally, I'd answer the phone, grumble through spam calls, and try not to lose my cool, but this time I did something different. Instead of me answering the calls, I let AnswerAI, our friendly AI-powered receptionist, take over. And here's what happened. It automatically filtered out the spam, professionally greeted real customers, and even cracked a joke when someone asked it if it knew one. My focus stayed sharp. My team kept working without interruptions, and our customers. They were more than happy. In fact, one of them left a voicemail saying it was the most efficient phone experience they had ever had. All this to say, if you're tired of the phone stealing your time and energy, try out AnswerAI. Okay, so this has done a great job following the style of it. Now, I didn't use the persuasion, so let's do this. All right. So we're always train your custom GPT. Always let it know when it's doing good. You want to stay in this conversation over time, and this conversation is going to really be just like a beautiful strategy thinking assistant. So let's go. How would you draft this as a persuasion version? I love this explanation that it gives you, setting the scene. The email opens by putting the reader in a state of mind where they feel the frustration, building anticipation, subtle prompting. Let's go read it. All right. Imagine this. You're in deep focus, crushing your to-do list, feeling unstoppable. Everything is flowing smoothly until ring, ring. The phone interrupts your momentum. You pause, frustrated, as you wonder whether to risk another spam call or ignore it and hope it's not an important client. We've all been there. In fact, studies show that even minor interruptions can throw off your productivity for 20 minutes or more. But what if you could protect your focus and still make sure your customers are taken care of? That's the dilemma I faced until I found a way to handle it. The Answer AI, the AI-powered phone receptionist that never gets tired, never let spam call distract you. Think how much it would get done. All right, so how did it? So I'm still not good there. So I'm going to say, how can you revise this to so I did ask this question, and it did say imagine this. So it was getting them to put, it's in a you-based phrasing, so it's getting you into seeing yourself in this story. The more I read this, it is getting you to answer this question without being super obvious. It's priming you. Okay, and then so the call to action, what I want is for them to call this number and test it. And so here's the call to answer here. All right, I'm happy with this. So what do we want to do? I'm going to say, all right, so write me 2 more follow-up emails, making it a 3 email sequence. So there's the first one. We've already read that. The cost of distraction version and the opportunity you don't want to miss version. All right. So we'll go. Email introduces a problem. Email 2 highlights the real cost. Email 3 stresses the importance of a good impression. Okay, let's go read them. Subject line, are distractions costing you more than you think? You ever find yourself struggling to get back into the groove after an interruption? You're not alone. Research suggests this. Now think about how much those interruptions really add up over days, weeks, and even months. I used to lose hours to spam calls. That's so true. To the point I stopped answering my phone. That's why I did create Answer AI. All right, this is perfect. So email 3, what if every email call made All right, so I'm going to do two things here. All right. So I'm going to say it's Answer AI instead of Answer AI. Also, I want like this. All right. So we're going to refresh that detail. And we're going to be good to go. We have now 3 emails teed up to start promoting Answer AI. So that's today. That's how you can take an email. You know, most of us ignore those emails or delete them or whatever. But obviously, if you're in this business, you need to kind of watch these emails. And when you see a formula or a style that is good, that's working, that you appreciate, this is a way for you to start utilizing it in your business real quick. Just need to take it over to your custom GPT, ask it to tell you about it, tell you that you would like to emulate this style, and then if it's programmed, see, you notice I didn't tell it to do any of this product. I didn't tell it to add the phone number in. I didn't tell it any of this. It already is programmed. It already knows what I'm talking about. So it's like working with an assistant that's been with you for years and just can read your mind. And it already knows your brand, your style, your voice, your tone. And so now you can take it and not only the hardest thing for an agency or is to do your own stuff. That's the hardest thing. You do it for everybody all the time, but when carving out the time to work on your stuff and make sure your stuff is good is hard. This assistant is that dream assistant you always wished. Nobody knows your business like you. So program your custom GPT to be just like you and to think with you. You can't think of everything. All right. If you found this useful or you have questions about how you can set up Answer AI to help you answer the phone in the same way, then reach out and let me know.